Finally, Professor Wole Soyinka has spoken up with regards to the issue in Rivers State. So it is virtually long overdue, but however, it's better to hear his voice than not to hear his voice at all, because he has been in silo over a long period of time. I will not bore you guys with rhetorics. I want you to listen to him. Afterwards, I will tell you two things I discovered when he was trying to advise the government and save Fubara.
I was watching what action will be taken by the House of Assembly, by Senate, and even by the affected politicians in Rivers State, whom I expect to be in the court by now. Because above the president himself, there's the law. And I expect those who are affected to take the primary step. I was surprised at the ease with which this emergency step was applauded and passed. And then the critical question, even within the powers of a president on a democratic dispensation, there are areas of discretion. And you're quite right to point out this wholesale suspension of everything to government. I think that's an over excessive response within the rights and the powers. We're assuming now, let's say that the president is constitutionally right, but within his powers, there are also areas of discretion. And I think that the wholesale scuttling of the democratic existence in the rivers was excessive. I think it could have been managed much better, much more economically. I think the president did not sort of curb the extent. He didn't economize on his presidential emergency powers. On that issue, I agree with you absolutely. There's an issue of the Constitution. Is the president's action constitutional? And I hope the affected politicians, governor and representatives, that they test this all the way up so that we get a clearer picture once and for all. Instead of running around in circles from regime to regime, it should be possible by now for one to be able to say confidently that this action is illegal, it's unconstitutional, or otherwise. So for now, I think we're going to leave it to the constitutional lawyers to guide us. Now, the next question is it politically wise? In my view, this takes us on a slippery slope. It's not what I would like to see happen right now with all our struggle to attain a federal structure. The spirit of it, in my view, is contrary to the spirit of federalism.
He had just spoken. These guys, what can you really make out of all the ground that is spoken by Professor Wole Soyinka? I cannot make anything out here. You know why? Because someone that understands English front and back, he cannot even speak English will understand. Just looking for a way to call so that his friend will not be angry. Let's call a spade a spade. What your friend and your brother has done in Rivers State is a coup against democracy. This is bad. And in all of this, he did not even talk about the hardship in the country. What Tinubu has done is an affront to democracy. It doesn't speak well of the president. It doesn't speak well of freedom fighter, people who laid down their life for the betterment of democracy in this country. It doesn't speak well. In fact, some of them will be rolling their grave now, that they pity the time they struggle for Nigeria because Tinubu has disgraceful of them in their grave. Nobody who fought for democracy is happy with the illegality that was perpetrated by Tinubu. He once went against Jonathan with regards to this. Even then, Jonathan did not even remove the governors then. But this Tinubu was shouting foul then. Now it's his turn. Now nobody wants to speak against him. That is why it's emboldened to keep doing nonsense. Because nobody has the tenacity, the balls to tell him to his eyes that what he's doing is wrong. What you have done with regards to Rivers State is a crime against humanity and against the people of Rivers State. It was a coup against the people of Rivers State. Why can't you just speak to your friend expressly that he has erred? If you can say that, then we'll believe in you. But what you have just done now is tantamount to lip service. You have not spoken truth to power. And we don't know. We don't know why. But some of us know why. Because it's your friend that is there. You said after a year you are going to assess the government. It's more than a year now and you have not assessed the government. Ever don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to hit the share button. I will definitely see you soon.